Watch me ride.
Hey everybody, well I'm on my way to Haslemere Motorcycles for the second time in 3 days. This was not planned if you'd seen the last video. Why, you might ask? Well, good question. Basically, occasionally I get these weird situations where someone will start looking into my plates or something, or trying to put a bit of personal information and then tell me, as if I'm going to be like, oh good, yeah, that's great. The instant reaction will always be, why the fuck are you digging? But anyway, this person alerted me to the fact that DIVI's MOT ran out in September. I know, it's fucking terrible. Because I've always been waiting on a reminder. And of course, you get a reminder for your tax from the government, you get a reminder on your insurance from your insurance, and you normally get a reminder on your MOT from the garage that last MOT'd it. Yeah, but the problem is, because Haslemere Motorcycles owned this before I bought it from them, they're not going to send themselves a letter, and they didn't obviously change the system, so I literally didn't have a clue. No harm, no foul. It's booked in now. I'm going to get it done straight away. But let this be a warning to you that, well, you don't always get a reminder for your MOT, and I'm sure many of you will be like, well, yeah, obviously, Spicy, you're the one with the problem here. But it just surprises me that, you know, you get a reminder for tax, but you don't get it for MOT. Surely, of those two, the government want to be more on top of people paying for MOTs to make sure the vehicles are road legal, right? They wouldn't just choose the tax one because that's the one that gets them more money. Probably got nothing to do with that at all. Yeah, this is the longest I've ever let an MOT fall out a day. I mean, before now I've accidentally forgotten and it's been like, you know, 1 or 2 days or a week, but not this long. This only gets close to the point that I realised my CBT had run out like a month before or more. That was years ago. That was the time that I think it was my second one, because I had to go back and do it on one of their bikes, and they're like, why aren't you doing this on your bike? And I'm like, because I don't have a CBT, because it ran out, because I couldn't ride here. It could have come at a better time, obviously. I mean, obviously Christmas is here, and I've got to pay off the last little bit of my national insurance bill for last year, well, last year, and I've also got to pay the road tax on this. So it's all coming at once. But hopefully I'll get the word out there and I'll sell a couple more clocks, and I won't feel quite as sort of about everything. But I'm really trying to relax about Christmas. I want to feel happier at Christmas than I normally do, and I also want to be happy because Reno loves Christmas. She gets so excited about it, and that's the thing with Reno. It's her sort of zest for life that just comes off on me, and I think it's working because I'm actually a little bit excited about Christmas. I have no idea why. I know it's going to be the same old thing, but I don't know. I just am. Oh great, my automatically opening visor is back. Fuck's sake. I had to replace one of my old visors on my Icon helmet because of this. The clips on the inside break. And then it loses all its holding force, and just the wind sideways just pop. Normally happens as you're checking your shoulder spot at about 100 miles an hour. So when you look back, you're completely fucked and can't put your hand... Oh, we are here. Yay, she's all done. She passed 2 advisories that I knew about. Yeah, she got 2 advisories. I knew she would get one of them. I didn't think about the other one. The first one was just the chain slightly loose. Didn't have time to get that tightened up. It's not bad, it's just, you know, slightly. And the other one is something I haven't really told you guys about, but when I changed the exhaust on this, the studs were a big problem. Of the, what is it, 8? I think 4 of them snapped in half. Now, we're not talking snapped as in, like, snap. We're talking like, oh, they were like butter. Thankfully, all but one of those studs broke off above the surface. So we used a stud extraction tool, took them out, put new bolts in, everything's great. Not a problem. One of them broke below the surface. We tried to use all the normal methods, didn't work. We tried to use a tap out, and what happens with tap outs? They snap off. as always. So I do actually have one cylinder, which one side of it has got the stud and a bit of a tap out in it, and that port is only held from one side with the bolt. Now, a lot of people would say, that's stupid, that's never going to work, but when you've got 7 out of 8, and it's a middle one, well, put it this way, it's been like it for a year, and it hasn't leaked a drop of air, a tiny bit of exhaust, nothing. So it's not really a problem, but it is an advisory on the MOT, which I could just leave and let it go over and go over again. The reason it's not been done is simply because it's going to cost about 100 quid to get it sorted out. There's a local guy who did the threading work on my DRZ's, the DRZ's head, you know, when I had the problems with that last year. It's just one of those things, you know, I don't need to get it done right now. There are lots of other things I could pay for, that I'm waiting to pay for, and I haven't. So it's back of the list, really is back of the list. But she's legal! So if this video can serve one purpose, it will be to remind you, just double check your MOT dates. You probably get a reminder for the place that does yours, so you're fine.